Likutei Moharan. We said yesterday we said we are obviously we are in Sif Dalet. So we said we explained Zimna Chad Slavin Ba'adar Autaya. At that time, we were accompanied by that Secher Shmuel, which we said this is the Tzaddik Emes. And he would say, take offer, he would take sand, which we explained, this is the tefillah. And Morech, and he smelled it, his B'chinas Mashiach, that is Merech Vadoyim. And he said, Haladuch Taplan, this derech should go to here, this should go to here. He takes the tefillahs of all the people that are, because he is comprised of all the tefillahs, and he guides each tefillah, he sends each tefillah to the gate that the tefillah is shaykh for. Now, Chana continues. He says, how far are we from water? And he says, give me sand. And we gave him. He told us 8 miles. Then we repeated, and we gave him. And as afterwards, the road went on. He told us 3 pasos, 3 miles. And I changed one sand with the other, substituted them, and I couldn't fool him. What it's alluded to is as follows. We told the Tzaddik Kadol, how far are we from water? In other words, what pushes us away from water? What keeps us away from water? From the Bechina of Shivchi Lebech Kamayim Nochak Ne Hashem. That we should be able to pour our hearts before Hashem like water by the time when we're davening. This alludes to the union of prayer. When a person is mishbaidah, making his baidah, and he pours his heart, between him and HaKadosh Baruch Hu, in his own language, in your own language, English, Yiddish, Spanish, Romanian, Urdu, Swahili, whatever is your native tongue. And he speaks whatever is on the heart before HaKadosh Baruch Hu. And the main Isbaidus is Bishleimus when a person speaks Dibura Emes, when he pours his heart out like water, he's with such longing, such kisuf into HaKadosh Baruch Hu. And this is what they asked Tzaddik Kador. That's what they asked Tzaddik Kador. What do we need to do to reach this kind of level that we'll be able to daven and speak with Baruch Hu in such a bechina that you just pour your heart out like water before Hashem? That's the shlemus of the tefillah. Omalad, he told us Tanya Pasi, there are 8 bechinas. There are 8 things. There are 8 bechinas aspects that are keeping us away from this. Hainu, what are they? Hainu limud Torah. Shu chamisha chomsha Torah. Limud Torah is a 5. The Torah is made of 5. The evening of 5. Chamisha chomsha Torah. That's the kirnos of David HaMelech, the violin of David HaMelech that had 5 strings. The Torah is aspect of 5. Shloisha tefillas and the 3 davenings together, it's 8. In other words, in order to preserve this bidudus, that comes with the heart being poured forth, you have to preface to this bidudus limud Torah, which is Torah's emes, and with this a person is zeichet to emes, to see how to get out of the cheshech and to daven properly. So that's why you have to. Before it, you have to put the 3 kvizdika prayers. Shachris, Mincha, Marav. Libra Torah, Shachris, Mincha, Marav. You have to put in it so that you should be with the entire koiches. The 3 tefillahs should be, put everything in it. Then you'll be zerchet as well as Dashvikas Alev. Then you'll be able to speak to Kodesh Baruch Hu, really pour your heart out. Tanine v'yavin. In other words, we repeated and brought to him. What's alluded to in this is Tanine, Lishon Limud, Tanya, Tanoi. We learned After the davening, we gave him to smell how far we are from Mizosa Bechina Shalmayim. To tefillah, to davening, from pouring the heart out. Amar Tlat Parsi is that 3 bechinas, 3 shlosh bechinas tefillah, the 3 davening and 3 prayers of the day. Since we didn't rectify them yet, that's why we're not zoichet to esbedus, for pouring of the heart. And he showed us a simon that we didn't reach it down. We didn't come to that madrega. That will double such kavona that will we pour our hearts like water before Hashem. And that's the proof. We switched, we turned it over. Kmoshe Kosov on the time of Tzidkiyahu Melech, after Shuv Tzur Chabo, V'lo Kemoso B'Milchama. You, HaKadosh Baruch Hu, you returned back the sword of Tzidkiyahu, and you didn't help him stand the fight against Nebuchadnezzar because of the sins of the generation. So we see that the language of returning and turning over the sword, the Gabe As is a kavana. In other words, the cherev of Tzidkiyahu did not work. It was turned back. It was switched. It was turned over, which means he couldn't daven bekavana. That's why it was noish. Because all the tefillas, all the prayers constitute the sword by the Mashiach. That with them he will conquer the entire world and make the Kodesh Baruch Hu Melech al Kol Haaretz. In other words, if the tefillas were already on the level of like pouring the heart out, like water, Kodesh Baruch Hu would not return the sword of the Mashiach. He would send Mashiach to redeem the world and to conquer the world, because the koach of Mashiach is from Tfilas Yisrael. When Tfilas Yisrael is going to be perfect, going to be the way it's supposed to be, then the koach of Mashiach is going to be perfect, and then he'll be able to redeem Am Yisrael. The fact that we were not redeemed yet, Siman Shadan Lo Yigal Legas Shivchi Libech Karnach Bnei Hashem. This is a siman we haven't reached. That's why the words of Abba Chana needs to be understood as following. How do we know? What's the proof that the tefillah is not the way it should be? Shechenavche, the Kodesh Baruch Hu turned over the sword. V'lo yachatle, and we couldn't bring the geula, with our prayers. When we zoicha to tefillah by pouring the heart out, then, Hashem, the Geula will come and continue tomorrow.